Hi everybody, welcome to Culinary Kits for Kids. Our second recipe for week 2 is pasta with walnuts. So what is going to come in your kit is some spaghetti pasta, just like this. You're also going to get some fresh parsley, 1 clove of garlic, a lemon for its juice, and some walnuts. So what you are going to need for this recipe is water to boil your noodles in and some olive oil for our sauce. So what we're going to start off by doing first is by salting our water. I already put salt in there, but you got to put salt in your water. And throw in your spaghetti. It should cook for about 10 minutes, okay? So once it's done, we're going to go ahead and mix everything together. But while our spaghetti is cooking, we're going to go ahead and start chopping our walnuts. So you're going to get your kid-friendly knife, or you can even get, what are those things called? A mallet? You can get a mallet and you can start hitting the walnuts, but I'm going to use a knife, and you can use your kid-friendly knife too, and just start chopping the walnuts up. The smaller the better, so give them a good chop. And if you need help, you can ask your parents, or if your parents have a blender, you can do this in the blender as well, but it's a lot more fun to just chop everything up. So I'm giving these nuts a good chop. And you want to get them as small as you can, okay? So keep chopping until those pieces get smaller and smaller. Chopping. Okay, once you have your nuts all nice and chopped, we're going to go ahead and start chopping our parsley. Okay, just going to give them one more round. Perfect. We got our walnuts. Now we're going to work on our parsley. So a little tip, if you're having a hard time cutting this, is you can just fold it and fold it over again. You get into a little bunch, and then you're going to get your kid-friendly knife and just start going and chopping through. And you're going to notice parsley smells very fragrant. It reminds me of Thanksgiving. I don't know why, but it does. So just keep chopping it. We're going to want to chop this parsley really small, just like your walnuts, because everything is going to mix together. So it might take a couple of minutes, that's okay. Just keep chopping. And if you don't have parsley, you can always use a different herb, but the parsley will be in your kit. But if you want to make this later after, you can use a different herb like basil. You can use, I wouldn't say cilantro, but you could try it. Why not? Okay, so we got all that nice and cut up. Now we're just gonna cut our lemon in half. Let me just get my knife. And we're gonna be using the juice of this lemon, so cut it in half just like that. We're gonna set it aside. And the last thing to cut is our garlic clove. So this might be a little tricky for you, but you're gonna wanna peel it. So an easy way to peel it is to get your kid-friendly knife, put that on top of your garlic clove, and gently just smash it, okay? Take all your anger out on the clove. There you go. We got our skin off, our clove right here. So now what we're gonna wanna do is cut the clove just like we cut the parsley and the walnuts. You're gonna wanna cut it very small, because you don't want big pieces of garlic. So I like to just go like this. And that's gonna go into our sauce as well. And if you're making this later, you don't need fresh garlic. If you have garlic powder works. If you have the garlic that comes in the jar already cut up, that works too. So don't think you can't make it because you don't have one ingredient. It can always work. Okay. So I got my garlic all cut up. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it with our parsley. Okay. So now that we have everything cut, we're gonna mix everything together, and that's gonna be our sauce. So we have our parsley, our garlic, our olive oil. Just mix it in there. We got our walnuts. And now our lemon juice. and salt and pepper. So when you juice your lemon, you can use a lemon juicer, you can use your hand. What I suggest is if you use your hand, put your hand over. That way you catch the seeds and the seeds don't fall into your sauce, okay? Just like that, get all the juice out. There we go. Perfect, okay? So our sauce is ready. Our pasta needs about 4 more minutes. So when you come back, the pasta is ready and we'll mix it all together. Our pasta is done cooking and we've just strained it. I did save a little bit of the pasta water just in case our sauce needs a little bit more creaminess to it. The starch in the water will make it thicken up a little more. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our noodles into a bowl, or you could do this right in your skillet too, but for the, for the TV, we're doing it for this. Okay. Now we're gonna put our mixture in here. So this is our parsley, our walnuts, our lemon juice, our garlic clove, all in here in our olive oil, into our pasta. And what's last to do is to season it. So some salt and pepper, okay? So a little bit in here. You can also do red pepper if you like a little spice. That would be really good in here. If you don't have to put it. A little bit of salt. And then you just gotta mix it up. Make sure you get the parsley and the walnuts and the lemon juice and the garlic clove all in there. And what's nice is the garlic clove is raw, but with the heat of the pasta and the water, that garlic clove will get nice and cooked for us. It won't be so bitter, so that's a good thing. And we're getting a lot of health benefits too from eating the garlic like that. We're getting some anti-inflammatory properties, which is great because inflammation is painful any kind. So yeah, it's done. All that's left to do is enjoy.